That's right, family. We black again. Black power is the truth hour with General Sarasun Seti kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right, family. We're excited, delighted to be accepting members to the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. We don't need no hype. You already know what you're getting, nothing but 555. And so you can look right there in the video description. You can look in the chat room. You can click the link that says join this page, and when you click that link, you'll get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships. If you see one that you got to have it, then you should become a member. It's a dynamic membership, and even if you don't, we appreciate your presence over here at Sarah Seti's YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com online marketplace, 25% off selected products at this time. So 25% off selected products at this time. Official General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies for the kings, queens, and the children. Holistic tonics and remedies, African and Kemetic jewelry, home decor accessories for every room in the house. And with 25% off, that's a big discount. And you see what some amazing products, and you get the discount too. That's a win-win, family. Get on over there and get you something nice. That's right. Pull the fire alarm. generalseti.com, SETI University, over 1,000 video presentations on African history, heritage, spirituality, nation building, mental warfare, advanced African academics, developing the Black nation one lesson at a time. The complete General Sarasun Seti website with all the subjects that you know and love from the General in video catalogs and libraries. Could be 50 to 100. Some even got 200 videos in the catalog. All this Olmec, Voyages of the Nile, when Egypt ruled the earth, from Naga to Nigger, African origins of the Hindu Kush, holiday Holocaust, God deception, Christianity exposed, Islam exposed, all the great subjects with nothing but fire presentations. And some is even hidden videos that never been seen before. And so I know you're gonna be wanting that fire too. So get on over there, generalseti.com, SETI University, and get that fire. And SETI popping on Patreon, BPC making noise, we never come. Exclusive live stream, too hot to handle on YouTube, but just so exquisite, we keep it for our family on Patreon. Just dropped a fire one today. How German Egyptologists use Viking culture to interpret the Egyptian Medunetta. You should get over there. And not only do you have that exclusive live stream, you got 185 other exclusive live streams that have never been seen on any other platform other than my Patreon General Seti. Go over there, look it over, check it out. Thank me later. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends, and comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. You will be up out of here. All right. Now, I had to come back because I figured, I say family, I came earlier and I said, family they're going to have to get this fire. You see, they're going to have to get this fire. And so we starting off with Jewish, let me put back over here, Jewish Masonic burials, masked Egyptian beliefs revealed. Okay, let's get into this. Now, let me take control. Now, what surprised me, and this is a surprise. Matter of fact, where's the one at? Here it is right here. Here it is right here. I got the side view too. Now, we asking, what the hell do these people really believe? You understand? Because we didn't already went over the Freemasons, and they gonna swear to God they Christians. But all they ancient Egyptian regalia out in the cemetery, yeah, they got all they regalia. You see what I'm saying? Now here we got, this is a Jew with an Egyptian mausoleum, for a burial. That I'm trying to figure out what's really going on here. You know, what's really going on? What is so if they're giving you the Bible, they're giving you the Bible, they're giving you the Torah, you up here screaming about Moses and Elijah and Enoch, and you understand what I'm saying? And all these biblical motherfuckers. Then we go to the cemetery and we look and see when you talking about people's last rites. That's very significant. That's not no damn game. That's not no joke. You see, when you get ready, when your last rites, you going on your way to see God. That's what people believe. And so you got to be right when you show up. You can't be in violation with God because you didn't, your tomb looked like the adversaries of God. Now, the Egyptians was always looked at as the adversaries of God, even though there are verses in the Bible that said that Egypt was right with God, that they were even the people of God. That's what it said. So we understand that, but for the most part, Egypt was looked at as the adversary of God. This was not, Egyptian culture was looked at as heretical. You see, pagan, you see, according to the Bible. So to have a Jew who knows this and reads their Bible, had a tomb designed like an ancient Egyptian mausoleum, that says a whole lot. What the fuck do they really believe in? You see, this ain't no damn fad. Your last rites ain't no fad. When you look at the ancient Egyptians, they last rites, man, they made sure that they even put they had the scrolls made up. They had the answers on the scroll because the gods was gonna ask some questions, and they had a cheat sheet. Like shit, if I don't remember, goddamn it, I'm gonna read it off my scroll. You see what I'm saying? So they wasn't in there playing. They wanted to make sure that they was all the way together. You see, so they even had a cheat sheet with all the answers on it. So if the God asked them, they could read it off the scroll. You see, so your last rites are very, very serious. You see, yeah. The high, is very serious. And so this is a Jew, but that's not all. That's not all, because I did it earlier. And so I needed to touch back on it. You see, I needed to touch back on it. Now, when I say, you know what, I seen these Masons and and they was full of, they was full of Egyptian regalia and things of that nature. And so I say, let me go in the Jewish cemetery. I'm going in the Islamic cemetery next. You see, I'm going in and I already done seen something very similar to what I'm seeing in the Christian, the Jew. You see, they talk this talk and downgrade Egypt, but when it come time for the last rite, man, this one Jewish cemetery, man, you could not believe it was Jewish. You would think that this is actually an Egyptian cemetery. Every damn tombstone in it was an obelisk. You see? And if it wasn't for the damn Jewish writing on the damn obelisk, you would literally think that it was an Egyptian cemetery. You couldn't think it would be anything else other than that when every tombstone in there was an obelisk. Now we have to understand what the obelisk is. So we don't play no game. They want to be, and they're not no fools because, when you talk about all these Egyptologists that came from Germany, you understand Adolf Ehrman, who was considered one of the greatest Egyptologists of all time, was Jewish. Yeah, he was Jewish. And so, it ain't like the Jewish people is unaware of what a lot of these symbols are. They know what the symbols mean. So we understand that the obelisk is the phallus of Osiris. We understand that the resurrected phallus of Osiris. That's what it is. Okay, that's the symbol. That when you look at the obelisk, that's what it symbolizes. So I'm trying to figure out what's really going on. This is not just and when people get ready to die and they say, they decide before they even die that this is the tombstone or the mausoleum that they want, they make preparations for that. You see, they don't just up and just, no, they make preparations. So they decided to get these obelisks for their tombstone even before they died. So it was well thought out. So my question is, how is it that a vast majority, this is a Jewish cemetery right here, you see? And so you can go through this damn cemetery and find a number of obelisks. You see, here we go, and I didn't put all the and I'm gonna go back and put the particular cemeteries in which we find these. But you can see right here, this is the one that technically damn near every damn tombstone in there is an obelisk. Everyone. Okay, everyone is an obelisk. Okay, and so let me get down here. And so here again, and you can see some in the back. You see, you can see you can see some in the back. Let me quit that right there. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can see some in the back. Let me go down. Now, you look down here, you see the Star of David down there. If that's what you want to believe it is, you can believe that. You see, but you see the pyramid up there. You see? And so, they know damn well that pyramid ain't got nothing to do with them. You see the obelisk here, you see an obelisk back there. You see? What would make a Jew go to their last rite with an ancient Egyptian? Your sworn enemy. These are your sworn enemies. You see, from the Bible. But today, you thief, you going to see God in violation. I don't understand that. Here you got this winged sun disk, Egyptian revival, Jewish cemetery gate, Newport, Rhode Island. Newport, Rhode Island. You see, they don't give a goddamn about what they say. All that shit is fake. Now look at this. Look at this. Here it is. You got obelisks and wait, just all up in man, listen. This is the cemetery with damn near every tombstone in it is an obelisk. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Matter of fact, they ain't put no other kind of a tombstone in this cemetery other than an obelisk. Damn near. You see, you look over here, obelisk is all over here. You see, obelisk is all over here. Let me come down. We'll get to it. Okay, you see here. And so you see in here, it's heavy with obelisks. You see, and it costs a couple dollars to get, them tombstones too. That's a heavy rock. You know what I'm saying? You just imagine, so it's gonna cost you some tens of thousands of dollars. You see what I'm saying? Real talk. To get one of them out of a marble, yeah, that's gonna cost you some thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars. You see, to get something that heavy. Okay, so they ain't, they had they got paper. Whoever they is, they got paper. They ain't just go, you probably couldn't even get up in there now because you could see people over there look like they got a little shoebox for a goddamn tombstone. So the people that, but those that got money, they seen, it's just by default that they get the ancient Egyptian obelisk. Now, we also show where, some of the down here where they had tombs, they had the mausoleums. Okay, they had the mausoleums. And so I'm gonna hunt some of them Jewish ones down. You see, like here, heal, and so so you see that it's fluent throughout the elite of the world. You see, by nature, Egypt is the premier. You see, they ain't stupid. So obviously they ain't confused about, what they belief is. You see? And so they believe that the ancient Egyptians got it right. That's what they believe. And when you look at this, the obelisk is also a symbol of resurrection. So they trying to resurrect. You see, they trying to resurrect. When you look here, again, you see, and I believe this is that same cemetery. As you can see, it's by default that every damn tombstone in there is an obelisk. But this is a Jewish cemetery. I'm trying to figure this one out. What is the meaning behind this other than that they understand that the ancient Egyptian system of salvation is the premier system, and that they was confused, and now that the European has went into Egypt and revealed the great mysteries of the world, that they have made a correction, that they're no longer, they no longer want a Jewish burial. You see, this is telling. This is very telling, family. This is very telling. Here go one Jew. He out there looking. You see, he out there looking. You got, and so you got. I thought they said Oppenheimer. I say, damn, even the Oppenheimers is in here. Even the Oppenheimers. You see, and so again, we continuing to You see, you got the obelisks, and here's a family. They got their plot. They got their plot. And so I need to do a little more research. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look this cemetery up. I'm gonna find out the history of this cemetery. And why is it so many obelisks in this cemetery? Why is it? And even though they seem to be in other cemeteries, but this one right here, beyond all others, you see, is just hundreds and hundreds of Egyptian obelisks. You see, you even got them here. And so look at this. This is a family, and they chose the obelisk. You see, they chose it. And, it may be Jewish. It might be Masonic also. Look at the whole whole line of them. Wait till I show y'all this one picture. As a matter of fact, is it right here? This is one of them. You see from where it started, and you could go all the way down the line. All the way down the line on both sides. On both sides, nothing but obelisks. I got to look this up. I got to see. I got to do a more detailed investigation on what's going on in this cemetery. Look at this right here. Nathalie Mausoleum. Nathalie Mausoleum, home of Peace Jewish Cemetery, Coloma, California. Okay, so here they got a whole damn Egyptian doorway with the winged sun disk and the two serpents coming out the sun disk. But this is Jewish. This is Jewish, family. I mean, do they have any culture? Look at this. Now here's a mausoleum, and this is Jewish. You can see the Star of David right there, but it's an Egyptian temple. Tell me what's going on. Y'all figure it out and tell me. Saying something to me. Give you the Bible, but then when they get ready to die, they die like our ancestors. You see? And niggas gonna be out there with all the crosses and all that. Yeah, yeah. But the man that gave you the book, he don't even follow the book he gave you. He go back to our ancestors. Now this is, and I seen this. This is in front of a Jewish mausoleum. I got to find out because I looked in front of the picture, and whoever I seen comments under where people were perplexed. They was like, well, why the hell? You know, they saying this, white people saying the same thing. What the hell is going on here? You know, there's a confusion here that you would have this in front of a Jewish mausoleum. You see a sphinx. You see a sphinx. And so that telling right there, I'm going to find some more because I got the obelisks, but I want to find the mausoleums. And I really didn't have the time to do it. And it's looking like I'm going to have to dig a little deeper because I don't know why, but, you know, it didn't pop up like I wanted it to. Got the obelisks here. You see, we got the phallus of Osiris. We got to figure out what's going on. What do they know? You see, they probably didn't already, you know, they did some rituals and you know what I'm saying? And the ancestors reached through the portal and choked the shit out of one of them. They probably didn't figured it out, family. They didn't figured it out that the ancient Africans got the real science of salvation. And they didn't threw that goddamn Bible away, and now they want an Egyptian ceremony. You see, they don't want no because they know they never found anything in Israel. I'm gonna do something on that. You see, to show you what's in Israel. What, you know, let's see. See, they've never found anything, and the facts is the majority of what they've found in Israel is Egyptian. The most ancient is Egyptian. You see, they ain't found no David and all that. That shit made up. They didn't gave up on that. Yeah, they're gonna ride it out because they got some land. They don't want to lose the land, so they'll play along with the story. But the reality is they know they've never found anything historical on the level that you or ever will find anything on the level of what they didn't found in ancient Egypt. See? And so again, we see now these is plots, and you got these obelisks, and you know they didn't spend a couple of dollars. These is the elite. You see, these are not the poor. You understand what I'm saying? And again, before you pass, you know, you got to sit down with your insurance and all of this, and your peoples, and write your will out. That's how they do. They ain't just, you know, they very meticulous about shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So when they sat down and they say, you know what, I want this. You see, I want this. And I'm looking on that. You see the Hebrew. You just don't see the Star of David. I don't see the Star of David. Some of you may see the Star of David. Down here, I see the Star of David. They put a little star down there. You see? Henrietta Wolf's son. You see? You see? So, you know, and so here it is, you know, and so make sure you understand that. There's a Jew. Now we coming into another. This is one of them old goddamn Frankenstein movie cemeteries. You see what I'm saying? You in one of them old Frankenstein cemeteries right there. You know what I'm saying? But you see that it's still in accordance. Now this is another family plot right here. Another family plot. You see, another family, and so obviously you see right there, they got, these is probably tombs right in there. And this is probably just, a monument, but they all the whole family, got obelisks out there. You see now, it's one over here. He didn't choose an obelisk. You understand what I'm saying? His dollars might not have been right. His dollars might not have been right. You know what I'm saying? He might have had to settle for something less. And so, what am I showing you? I'm showing you that the very people that wrote the Bible, or say, and they did, they didn't write it, but they published it. You see what I'm saying? That are publishing Bibles and Torahs all over the world are not going according to the book. They're not dying according to the book. Their last rites are not the last rites of somebody that's supposed to be Jewish. You see? So we have to ask the question, what is this really about? And the facts is that I have no doubt, yeah, I have no doubt, yeah, I have no doubt that they come to the understanding were the Hebrews in Babylonian captivity from Egypt. No, they wasn't. And not according to the book, because they went into captivity many, many years. See, you got to understand that when they came out of Egypt, they wiped out all the old Hebrews. Yeah, they wiped them out. They disrespected, according to the Bible, they disrespected God. So he did away with all the old. And so, yeah, so they went into Babylonian captivity hundred, I don't know if it was hundreds, probably hundreds of years later. So they wasn't directly from Egypt. No, they weren't directly from Egypt. You see what I'm saying? None of them are from Egypt. This is all biblical, but according to the Bible, they went into Babylonian captivity many after Solomon, and I don't know how many years, but because they was you had the judges first. I believe they had judges, before they even had the king. So you know what I'm saying? So it had to been hundreds of years after they went into Canaan and established Israel, that that they was then they went into Babylonian captivity about 300 years, something like that, later. You see what I'm saying? But nevertheless, what I just showed you, as I continue to show, that the elites of the world see Egypt as the premier understanding of salvation, of science, of knowledge, of fraternity, of sorority. We got to quit playing. You see, this is the way of the elite. And there is no doubt in my mind that they know something that most of the peoples that are not privileged to do the research and have their hands on it, on material such as the elite may have access to, that they have figured it out. They know some things, and they not going back. Do you see what I'm saying? They are convinced of it, and that's why you see so many. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They had so they are convinced that that ancient Egypt has figured it out. You see, they are the inheritors of science that is hundreds of thousands of years old. So they've been studying long enough that they feel our ancestors have figured it out. You see, they was the most advanced in all other sciences in on the earth, and they feel that they were the most advanced in spiritual science nonetheless. You see, they was the most advanced in spiritual science nonetheless. And so they have adopted that methodology and they rolling with it. That's the elite. You see what I'm saying? So you better roll, you better rethink. If you're out there on your Jesus shit, you're on your Hebrew shit, you better rethink it. You better take a second look at it and see what the elite see that you don't see. Because obviously they are convinced and they ain't going back. And so, family, I'll see you tomorrow with another powerful presentation. I'm glad you was here tonight so that you can see Jewish Masonic burials, masked Egyptian beliefs revealed. This is part 2, and I'm gonna have a part 3 because I'm gonna get them mausoleums. I'm gonna get them mausoleums on deck. So this is General Cyrus Sunsetti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily, liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power. All right.